Hi guys, and welcome to another live stream to YouTube. So what we've got today is I'm going to run through the tutorial sites where you can find tutorials, and we're going to jump straight into Facebook and find out some of the questions that have been asked. If you guys want any questions asked, just put them in the chat and I'll see them and I'll answer those. If not, I will carry on. This workshop's going to run for roughly about half an hour or something like that. And a quick announcement, next week, I will not be running a live to YouTube. So it will go the following week, but I'll put announcements onto the Facebook group about that as well. So let's get on with this, and let me just share my screen with you. And we're going to jump into the first place for your resources. So all of your resources can be found at tutorials.newzenler.com. Of course, you know about our Facebook group. So that's where everyone can talk with each other and we can answer questions in there as well. And of course, you're watching on the YouTube channel. So you know the YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe and hit the bell. But tutorials.newzenler is our kind of hub. This is where we explain what's going on week to week. We've got some new office hours timings on here. Definitely worth looking at these. And we have the live Q&As, which obviously I'm running today, Wednesday. This will change. And we also have a live workshop. Now, this says announce soon, but we actually have the live workshop now. The live workshop, I was waiting with this because I wasn't sure whether a new release was going to come out this week, but it actually has for live webinars and live classes. It's a live webinar and live class, a block that we can put in. So I want to include that in the workshop. So I was like, do I run it this week or when it comes out? So it's come out already. So I can run the live workshop, and that's all about live classes, live webinars. We can ask questions about that. This is part one. There's going to be a part two because it's quite a big area. And we're going to show you how to take payments for live classes, okay, and how to use the new features that we've just released as well. So it's going to be an exciting one. You can find that workshop here. I'm going to put that into the chat so you guys have got it, and if you're watching on replay, you've got it as well. So in it goes. So that is where you can register for this class going on Sunday, the 30th of May. It's taking place at the same time as these live streams, which is 4:30 p.m. BST time, 8:30 a.m. PDT time, 11:30 a.m. EST time. And you can go in here and you can register and find out what's going on for this. So this is a really good area to make sure that you look at to stay up to date with the latest workshops that are going on. So moving down, we have the NZ Masterclass Bundle here. And inside here, this is your resource for all training on Zenler. So you start with the quick start guide. Once you've got an understanding of that, you can then move on and pull out the information you need from the complete guide to Zenler. We also have some secondary courses in there, like Effortlessly Copy a Site. I've just done a new feature for that on you doing a Netflix style homepage and a Netflix style member page as well. So check that out, definitely. Hardware and software is about this kind of setup. We've also got coding for advanced users. So this is HTML, CSS, this kind of thing. There's actually another big new section gone in there for you ninja tricksters. If you don't know anything about code, leave this area alone for sure. And the live workshop that I already mentioned about, all the live workshops that I do on Sundays go into live workshops here. So you'll find all my live workshops in here. They're quite long, my workshops. They would run roughly about 2 hours, an hour and a half, 2 hours. There's quite a lot of engagement, quite a lot of questions asked. People love it, so it's all working fine when I remember to screen share, that is, because I've forgotten a few times, but I've been picked up by you guys, so that's good. So next thing we've got here is Zenler Basic Setup Checklist. So this is a downloadable document that allows you to check off things that we recommend you to do when you're setting up your Zenler platform. And lastly, we've got a course here, Branding and Design. This is a really good one. We've got a contributor, one of the instructors in Hamilton has helped put a branding blitz together on this course. And also I go in and show you an actual full case study using William Strong's site. So there's going to be more going into here as well. I've also added an area in here to show you how to use Canva and how to use Pixlr, which is a digital imaging software. Free. It's all free. So check that out as well, because that will give you quite good a good grounding to be able to create your own cool images to go into your site. So definitely jump into the NZ Masterclass bundle and have a rummage around in there, because lots going on. All right, so we've looked at the tutorials. You know that there's an upcoming webinar on Sunday. We're going to jump into our Facebook group now. So we have some questions here. So Sophie Marnes, I actually answered this today. It's quite a long, it's quite a hard to answer, because she's basically got this question. So is it feasible, question mark? Imagine the magazine subscription business. You subscribe to next issue, but you don't get the whole collection of past issues. If you want past issues, you buy them separately. So I have new content to add regularly. I want to create membership subscription. I want new people to access the new content and not the old content. So kind of how that's in a nutshell. How can we do that? So I've been thinking about this. I mean, she's mentioned in here that it's not in the complete guide to Zenler. No, it wouldn't be, because it's a very unique thing that Sophie is asking for here. And of course, like I told you, like there could be 1,000,001 different scenarios for how you want your course or your membership to run. It's impossible to do every single thing in the complete guide to Zenler. There's enough information in the complete guide to Zenler for you to work out your own way of creating your site. But what she's asking for is something very, very different, because obviously she's got to make it a way of handling it very easily. So what I suggested is maybe join the site and set up email automations. So she could put the link to one article, send it out, and then when new people join, she can then change it when she needs to change that regular event, and it will go to all new people that join, so they won't get the old version. So that is my way that I think would be the easiest way of doing it, without doing really complicated things like trying to set up tiers each time, or turning off a section, or it could get really, really complicated. So probably the cleanest and elegant way of doing it would be to send it out by email. So on the sales page or on the course access page, say content will be sent to you each week in your email. You can download it. So this could be a nice way of doing that, making sure that you're keeping it up to date, because you're going to have to do a lot of up-to-date work with that. But I can't think off the top of my head any other way of doing that. I'm sure there is, and I will carry on looking, but that is my solution for Sophie Marnes's question here. Okay, so next when we got Carla Brions, and she says, I have a community for my courses that is starting next Monday, but when I go to communities, I don't see what the commands are. Post, erase, comment, see the video. I am missing something, I know. Okay, so the communities feature that we've got at the moment, it's very basic. So we are working on this, and there's going to be a lot more going into communities. So at the moment, it is what you get. It allows you to communicate and other people to communicate with each other inside of the community. Remember, we've also got discussions as well, and we've also got assignments discussions where you can have private conversations on assignments inside of those as well. So communities is what it is at the moment. Carla, definitely check out communities in the complete guide to Zenler. That's on tutorials.newzenler.com. Going to the NZ Masterclass Bundle, complete guide to Zenler, use a search facility, put communities, and it will pop up, and just watch that. And it is what it is at the moment, but we are actually updating all communities. No ETA, we don't give ETAs out, but that is something that we're going to work on. So next we have here from Leslie, and she's asking a question here. So I'm working on my first course. Would anyone with courses on their site be willing to post their website below? So she's Leslie's asked for website examples. Now we generally we don't like people just to post their stuff into the chats on there, because we have Wow Wednesdays. Now, the reason that we don't like to do it is there's a lot of marketers in here, and they tend to spam across some of these posts. So we let them put it into Wow Wednesdays, but we don't let them put it into anywhere else. So I can see that there's some nice ones gone in there. But Wow Wednesdays is what you should check out for sure. We are working on or we need to work on a section for tutorials.newzenler where we have site examples. So I want to get in there and start putting some site examples into pages so that you guys, because it's a question that's asked quite often, and then we can just point you there. And we can also ask you if you want to submit your site to it as well. So you put your site on there. What we need you to do is probably create a little screen grab of your site page, your home page, and then we can just have the link on there for people to jump around. So that is something we're going to do. We have been very careful about letting too many of these marketing ones in there, because we want it to be sort of natural sites, not marketing or upselling the Zender platform or any of those sort of things. So it will be, but it will be on there. We are going to do that. That is something that is in the pipeline, Leslie. So that should sort this sort of post out. We do get this from time to time, so it's something that's definitely needed for sure. So we've got Martin Hickey. So Martin used to work for Zenler here. So he's got site sharing, new existing members to the new Zenler community. So I've seen quite a few members asking to see share existing sites being run through. I thought it may be a good idea to increase the efficiency, productivity. If those happy to participate can drop yours in the thread. So he's set up a thread here where you could actually drop your things. I can see Amit's doing his one straight away. So thank you for that, Martin. Brilliant. So the next one we've got is, can we have goal setting and time tracker in Zenler, or is it already on the roadmap? So here's an example of course that I'm taking. So goal setting, time tracker. Well, we're updating the quizzes, the surveys. We have got the course progress in there. Goal trackers and time trackers, I don't know if it's on the list yet to do. Of course, you can use your own kind of integrations into some of these things, but it is what it is at the moment. I don't know if that's high on the priority to come out. There's other things higher than that, Bibash. So it could come out. It could come out some. So check that it's not on the roadmap. It might be on the roadmap. I don't know. All right. So next one we've got, is there any way to get form responses from my website pages emailed to me or any other? No. So Rakesh just said no, not at the moment. So at the moment, it saves the information on custom forms into the user. So you can use Zapier or Pabbly to connect to automate them. Every time a lead is added to a funnel, add them to the Google Sheet. So yeah, you could do it that way. The other way to do it is if you're using an external form, you can integrate it into the system. And if you're using, say, for instance, MailChimp, you can grab the embed form, you can put it in there, and that's a way that you could do it as well, so that it captures data. So as Amit has put there, you could also use Zapier or Pabbly to connect something up and automate it up. So not at the moment, Rakesh says. So I'm guessing that that's something they're going to work on, which is great. So next one we've got is Jennifer Lee. How can I become an affiliate? So how can you become an affiliate? It depends where you want to be an affiliate for someone else. You need to contact that person and say, I want to be an affiliate. And then they will send you, you'll discuss percentages for your affiliate, and they'll send you an affiliate link and off you go. So that is how you can become an affiliate. To set up an affiliate, you can just go down, add user and make them an affiliate. And it's as simple as that. So that's pretty easy. So someone's answers log in as admin, but that's setting that up there. So folks, I'm planning to launch, I guess, I'm planning to launch an introductory course for 5 days as a marketing funnel. And I want to extract emails that attended all 5 days in the Excel sheet. Automations, you can add tags. So you could add a tag day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, and make sure they go through there. The problem is that the email will go out to them. You don't know if they've actually visited or not. So it doesn't track the actual page itself, if that's what you mean. If they're grabbing something at the end, you can assume that they've gone through all 5 days. So you can tag them in. If they've gone through all 5 days, again, you could put a tag. So that's how you could do that, Ahmed. So are there plug and play templates for sale pages, etc., or do we have to create everything from scratch? So a lot of guys such as Amit there have produced templates that, but they're not official Zender templates. So you will have to buy them from Amit. They're not officially from us. I'm working on at the moment doing some templates of my own, which I'm going to give you. So that'll be a prize, maybe for doing the video testimonial. If you go to the NZ Masterclass Bundle, jump in there and you'll find that I've got a video testimonial in there. We want video testimonials why you love Zenler. So if you send us through those, at the moment, the gift at the moment is an actual workshop on marketing your course. This is only for people that send the video testimonial, nobody else. Okay, so my next gift might be some templates. I might set up 5 cool templates that you can put in there. So that could be something that I do, but at the moment you have to get templates externally or create them yourself. But it's very easy to create your own style, look and feel. Just go on a website, find websites you like the look of, and then just make that work with Zenler. It's really easy. You've got everything in there. You just put your block in there, you put your row in there. If it's an image on the right and there's text on the left, you just put 1 row, 2 columns, image in there, text on the left, color it up, bang, it's done. So you can really do things really quickly. People get a bit worried when they see all these complex templates. They think, oh God, that's really complicated, but actually really quick and easy to do. And if you want to know how quick and easy it is to do, jump into the NZ Masterclass Bundle at tutorials.newzenler.com and jump down to the Ethically Copier site and go and check out the Amy Porterfield and the Netflix ones that I've done. And you'll see how quick and easy it is to create your own. That was directly from Amy's site, and the other one was from Netflix site. And I just took it and I made a Zenler version of it very, very quickly. You don't need to buy these things. You need to just do it. Then you understand your platform. It's really important. So next we have Dori Kane, and she's saying, I think I'm going to keep my WP site, WordPress site, for SEO purpose, which means we'll have to have at least 2 domains, right? One for blog purpose, one to connect to NZ courses. So yeah, I mean, you don't need 2 domains. I mean, if you've got a main domain, like my one's mojomojo.design. I've also then got the Zenler version, which is courses.mojomojo.design. So I've got a main domain for my WP site, and then I've got a subdomain of that for my new Zender site. So you don't need a completely different URL. You can if you want, it's entirely up to you. But if you want it all under the same domain, that's what you can do. And I think David Birch has put exactly that there. So he's written the answer for it. So everyone's kind of helping out on these groups. So there's no questions that are hanging on their own for me to answer. So has anyone created a challenge, 3, 5, or 30 days with New Zenler, apart from blogging challenge posted some time ago? So I think she's asking for tutorials. So there's going to be tutorials. I'm going to be doing one on videos. So I'm going to do video funnel. I'm going to show you how it works. I've done tons of these, well, not challenges. I've done tons of these as in my process of getting students in. So I know them kind of inside out. So any tips or useful resources, not interested in different software, thanks. So yeah, that's really good. I mean, Anna, you need to check out, and I'm sorry to say it again, but you need to check out the Complete Guide to Zenler, because I do have video series funnels training in there, and we also have lead magnet training in there, and that shows you everything you need to do. That is a challenge in its own right. So Anna, you need to jump into there for sure. So Kevin's actually putting there, actually, it's a good point. I was going to talk to Rakesh. Yeah, but Kevin doesn't need to, because I've already done it in the Complete Guide to Zenler. Just need to search for it. However, I do think that might be quite good to run that as a workshop. And I did a workshop as well on forms and funnels. So if you go into the NZ Masterclass Bundle, go down to live workshops, you'll also see in there I think there's 2 or 3 videos on forms and funnels. and it goes into detail, and this people asking questions as well. So that's a workshop. That was about a 4-hour workshop, because I did 2 over 2 weekends. So that is the place to go, Anna, for that as well. So that's good. So that's not a question. I note that videos can be downloaded. There should be an option to prevent downloads. I've had courses on other platforms only to discover someone downloaded them and uploaded else. Best to make it hard for them. Well, James, if it's actually inside your course, they will have actually gone into your course. They won't be able to download it otherwise, because they won't know what the link is. Just make sure that in the settings for the media, that you actually make that for logged in users. So if I come down to the media library, I don't know if I've got one in here, but just pretend that this is the download, okay? And then I come into the share. You just make sure it's logged in users. So don't make it anyone, just have logged in users. And if it's inside the course access page, then they're not going to be able to get to that without paying for it, okay? You could also password protect the zip folder if you're zipping it as a download. So that's, so I don't understand the question, because that's the answer for stopping those kind of things happening. All right, so what have we got next? We got, is it possible to stream Facebook Live to do different pages at the same time, or do I need another platform to do so? So yeah, Dominic's already answered that. I did a video actually on the YouTube channel about Restream, and I restreamed to Facebook and to YouTube at the same time, but you could do it to 2 groups, I'm guessing. I need to check. Then Melissa's also saying use StreamYard. So you'd have to use a streaming service to do multiple streams, because at the moment, default from Zenler, we stream to either Facebook or YouTube one at a time. We don't stream, you can't stream to them concurrently, I think. So that's answered that one. So does anyone else get that awful code at the top of the page every time they edit? Anyone figured out how to get rid of it yet with their own support? Waiting 24 hours. So Melissa, I think that someone's answered this, and I think you've actually put some code into the head of one of your pages, because if we go into pages here, some people put extra code in the top. So let me just go into this page. If you've put wrongly formatted script, such as JavaScript, and you put it into the head area, or you accidentally put it into a CSS area, then it could show up on your site. All right. So you need to make sure that that scripting is correct. Otherwise, it can show up. So if it's in, you've accidentally put it into globals include, or you've put it into, say, the page heading in here, and you formatted it wrong, okay, you might have a problem in here. You might have a problem, all right? So be careful, because generally people put something in here and then they get a problem come up. So let me just update this. Let me just save this, and let me just preview it. This is the usual problem. There you go, see that text up the top there? And that's basically because it is not correctly formatted, all right? So that is formatted. That's a domain verification, and that is formatted correctly. So if I go back to this now and I refresh it, that's going to disappear because I've turned it off once I save it. And there we go. So that's answered that one, I think. So that Melissa, always remember, like, either add a Loom link or put a screenshot. You can't really see what you're trying to get at here. I'm sure that's what the problem was, but then there's a whole chain of replies, but no one really knows what it is. So you need to make sure that you put a Loom or you put some images there, because we can't guess. So you need to actually tell us so that we can see problems happening. But you've already said support on it, so hopefully they'll get back to you soon. Right, next we've got a new one. We've got Resha, And hi, I'm new to Zenler. Is the free version enough to get set up courses for clients who pay to access, or is there a time limit, i.e. paid? Now, Resh, this is a question that's come up before, and I've actually answered it on here. You must remember that when we actually go to launch, we're going to be limiting some of the features. We're not sure yet on the free plan. So we expect serious course instructors to take Zenler. We're going to be offering like a 30-day trial or something like that. Don't quote me on that because we haven't ironed out what's exactly going to happen. But we do want you to try to become a member rather than using the free beta version. There might be a free beta version in some shape or form, but I'm not sure yet. So don't hang it. You're getting it for free. I know you're paying you 10%, but we've changed the way that all of that works. So that could change. So if you, I've got a question down. I've got an actual reply down here, and someone's put, I'm making lots of money from the free version. Yes, it does work. So I sent a reply back saying, if you're making lots of money from it, why don't you upgrade? Then you don't have to pay the 10%. So definitely think about upgrading if you're already making money, because it can pay for itself. It's 10%, it's quite a lot of money. So and it's quite cheap for a platform, you know. So next one we have here, that's Carla about communities. She's written there. What's the best way to SEO a Zenler website? Go to the Complete Guide to Zenler, NZ Masterclass Bundle, Complete Guide to Zenler, search in there SEO, and you'll find out how to SEO your website properly using the Zenler platform. It's very easy. I've made it quite easy. SEO is a massive subject and there's a lot more to learn about it, but this will get you started, and then you can find out more information on your own, or you can attend some of the workshops that we're going to do later in the year on a little bit of marketing and SEO work, or post a video testimonial to us, and you can get in on the marketing, which will cover a bit of SEO. So that's that one. So I keep referring to the Complete Guide to Zenler because pretty much 98% of questions are actually answered inside of the Complete Guide to Zenler. That's on tutorials.newzenler.com, and then the Complete Guide to Zenler, NZ Masterclass Bundle, Complete Guide to Zenler. So get in there and have a look. So next one from James, we've got, for the logged in page, which is the best page to show? Well, the logged in page, you will have created the logged in page, so you can show the page that you want people to see when they log in. Obviously, you wouldn't show the cookie policy for logged in users. So you create your page and then you can select that for logged in users. So what I generally do is I do a home page and I style that, and then I'll clone it, and I'll make another version for logged in users. So instead of like having a strap line like Surf Dudes here to help you surfing, then I clone that page, and for that page I go, welcome, you are a member of Surf Dudes, you know. So you can clone it, and then you just pick the one for logged out users and you pick the one for logged in users. Really easy, guys. Set the home page, come into home page there, and just go and select the page that you've created for either logged out or logged in users. Make sure you save it, and it's done. So there we go. So we got any questions? No questions on the group. I know I didn't really announce this stream that much in the week, so that's all right. So now I'm going into questions that were asked about an hour and 9 hours ago. So I've got an Ask Zenler here. Hello, I'm getting lots of spam emails via the contact form on my website. Is there a way to avoid this? Yes, there is. Make sure that on your contact form that you have reCAPTCHA turned on. So if you've got a form on your page, let's go down to a form page like the register page or something. If I've set up my own custom form, I will make sure under the under here that I have reCAPTCHA turned on. So sorry, I need to go into page settings, and I enable reCAPTCHA. Okay, so if I've got a form on this page, I will always enable reCAPTCHA. So you go to you open the page up that you want, You go down to here, you go to page settings, and you enable that recapture, and you just click update, and then that will hopefully avoid all the spam. So there we go. I did a video on that. So the guys have posted that, which is good. All right, guys. So it's now coming up to 5 o'clock. So I've been on for half an hour. I can see there's no questions coming. So it's a quick one today. I think next one. So next week I'm not going to be here, but the week after I'm going to do an extended one. So I'm going to do, I think as part of this, I'm also going to share one top tip as well. So as well as answering these Facebook groups, Facebook questions, and questions you pop into the chat, I'm also going to give you a top tip. Okay, so that's all going to come up, not next week, but the week after. So that's it for now, and I'm going to log off, and I shall see you guys that are attending the live workshop on Sunday for live classes and live webinars. And